I'm Victoria.
And I'm Sarah.
And today we're going to talk about how to help gauge economics and what's happening in your particular market. Following up on what we discussed a couple weeks ago, we wanted to help you understand how to properly gauge what's going to happen in the markets as we're seeing changing economic conditions, and most importantly, how that equates to the relationship with supply and demand.
So in a world where we are seeing interest rates get higher, I want to make the clear distinction that interest rates do not actually affect home prices. Rather, demand is what affects home prices. So in certain areas, you may see that higher interest rates affect demand, but an area like Los Angeles, where 60% or so of all offers are actually cash offers, we're not seeing demand as affected. Therefore, we're not going to see prices come down.
So looking specifically at our market, demand has far outpaced supply for the last few years. At this point in time, we're at about 50% pre-COVID levels, and that's on average across all of LA. There's many different sub-markets that we would need to look at individually to assess that as well. In a market where supply and demand are relatively equal, so not LA currently, rising rates would decrease demand, which would decrease home prices. In a market where supply is much lower than demand, like LA, rising rates alone are not enough to push home prices to the equilibrium that people are expecting. So Sarah, how would you know if you should wait or buy now?
Great question, Victoria. So if your market has increasing supply that's going to outweigh the demand, then you can expect prices to come down. However, if where you're looking, the supply is still below the demand, then you can still buy now and feel good that prices are going to maybe even increase further.
LA is a really appreciation-based market. We're advising our clients and investors that if the sub-market that they're looking at is based largely on a property's ability to produce income, and there isn't a huge lack of supply, then property values are likely to stabilize in the next 60 to 120 days. That is not most of LA proper as we know it, but again, this is very sub-market specific. So if you would like to discuss any of this, we'd love to chat with you.
We hope that all of this was helpful, and if you have any more questions, you can reach us with all the contact information below.